Football fans everywhere were surprised this past Sunday to see a assistant coach of the New York Jets purposely trip a member of the Miami Dolphins as he was running down the field. I mean, seriously, who does that? Are you 5 on the playground?
What was up with the assistant coach tripping the Miami Dolphins player? To me, that's, first of all, you're going to get caught.
I did not see him stick his knee out. I mean, I think his knee was out, but I don't think he, stuck it out.
Absolutely. It's just ridiculous.
You would never see the Pittsburgh Steelers doing that because we're winners. We don't have a reason to cheat. My video this week was Leslie Stahl's interview with John Boehner.
I can't go to a school anymore. I used to go to a lot of schools. And you see all these little kids running around. Can't talk about it.
Why?
Making sure that these kids have a shot at the American dream like I did. It's important.
I thought that it was interesting because they teased it as, John Boehner basically being over emotional, and
being emotional is part of life. Being emotional at the success that you've achieved and being in awe of the power that is before you. It is the American dream.
My dad was a guy who would start to tear up when he said the Pledge of Allegiance.
When I saw it isolated without the actual, the background information, I was thinking, it's kind of weird that he just kind of cries like that.
I used to see parents would say, don't cry. Come on, shape up. Don't cry. Don't be a sissy. But I think it's wonderful that men can show their emotions like that.
And who cares if he's emotional? Who cares? Being emotional is part of life. Being emotional at the success that you've achieved and being in awe of the power that is before you. It is the American dream. And I think that anyone who has achieved something like that should be emotional. They should respect the fact that
I thought it was so fun watching the silly video of the snowman being run over by a bus.
In this YouTube video, a car carefully steers around a snowman in the middle of the road. Well, moments later, a bus veers to the left side of the road and takes the snowman down. After a meeting with transit officials, the bus driver abruptly resigned. It looks like a prank gone wrong, and a group has already popped up on Facebook calling for the bus driver to be reinstated.
I can't believe the bus driver resigned over hitting a snowman.
I thought it was hilarious that the bus driver ran the snowman over. And actually, he was doing a service to the people who live and thrive in the neighborhood because the snowman was on the opposite side of the road. In order for people on the opposite side of the road to get past it, they would have to cross the line and get around. That could have caused an accident. So the bus driver just did the neighborhood a favor and took the snowman out.
It must have been a slow news day. All the stations were talking about it and saying, well, the snowman should sue, or he wasn't in the sidewalk, so he didn't have the right of way.
Who would ever think that there would be any kind of disciplinary action taken on someone who hit a snowman that was built in the middle of the road?
There were people debating it as if this was a serious subject. It was serious. The man lost his job, and it was all over a snowman.
That was ridiculous.
Snowy weather is nothing to mess with on the roads. It's hard enough to drive in it as it is, let alone when you're trying to avoid snow creatures. All right, one more thing.
The football, right? Is that what we're doing? What's the teams?
Time out. That's for Steelers? I don't think so. The Eagles.
Aren't you always talking about how bad the Steelers are versus, what's your team again?